News first Mahina Bongso caught up with renowned spiritual leader and corporate guru Swami Sugabodhananda for an exclusive interview. Also, the Sudanese government's religion minister has died in a plane crash. Meanwhile, Australia and South Africa have qualified for the semi-finals of the Under-19 Cricket World Cup. Details of the stories and much more on the news right now.
A very good evening and welcome to a brand new edition of Weekend Primetime News. I'm Arundhati Muddanaika. Let's start off with a look at the stories making headlines tonight.
Sacred Kapilavastu relics of the Lord Buddha brought to the island. Muslim devotees celebrate the Ramadan festival. The post-mortem inquiry on the 3 bodies discovered inside a house in Bellavatta will take place tomorrow. Havelock Sports Club wins the Inter-Club A Division League rugby tournament after 30 years.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa received the sacred Kapilavastu relics at the Katunayake International Airport this morning amidst the blessings of the Mahasangha presided by chief prelates of the 3 sects. These are relics of the Lord Buddha's excavated in Kapilavastu in India.
A delegation from India led by Minister of Culture handed over the sacred relics to the President. These sacred relics were brought to the island following a request made by the President from the Indian Prime Minister to strengthen the Indo-Sri Lanka diplomatic relations in line with the 2600th Sri Sambuddhata Jayanti. The sacred Kapilavastu relics of the Lord Buddha are relics that were distributed among the Shakya clan following the Parinibbana of the Lord Buddha. The sacred relics that is being placed at the National Museum of India in New Delhi are thus being brought to Sri Lanka after 3 decades since their first exposition in 1978. These relics would be placed at the Kapilavastu shrine that was constructed at the Manilwatu Mahavihara in Kalaniya to mark the 2600th Sambuddhata Jayanti, and the public will have the opportunity to pay homage subsequently. According to the President's media unit, expositions will be organized in several districts thereafter.
The Muslims worldwide celebrates the festival of Eid al-Fitr, the day of equality, to mark the month of the manifestation of the Holy Quran today. They celebrated Eid al-Fitr today after completing the ritual of seeing the new moon last night.
The Muslims observe the teachings of the Prophet Nabi Muhammad by fasting during the daytime for a whole month. The Ramadan festival is celebrated after seeing the new moon of the month of Shawwal, which is the 10th month in the Muslim calendar. Special prayer services were held at mosques around the island to mark the festival. A large crowd participated in the Ramadan prayer service, which was conducted at the Dawat-e-Gaham Mosque. Islam devotees conducted a prayer service at Golf Face, Colombo this morning. President Mahinda Rajapaksa in his Eid al-Fitr Day message says that the Muslims of Sri Lanka will be glad for the opportunity to carry out religious observances of the past month in the peace that prevails in the country. He further said that this is an occasion to recall the contributions made by the Muslim community for the progress of Sri Lanka in a culture of harmony and understanding. Premier D.M. Jayaratna in his message pointed out that the Eid al-Fitr festival should be used as a cultural bridge that nurtures goodwill among all ethnic groups. In his Ramadan message, opposition leader Ranil Wickremesinghe says that when the mind is free from evil thoughts, the action will be pure. He points out that it helps develop love, affection, brotherhood and understanding. Meanwhile, former Army Commander Sarab Fonseca says that he recalls the security forces which created a peaceful environment to celebrate this festival. He further noted that he understands the hope of the Muslim community towards a just and fair society. The deputy leader of the United National Party, Sajid Premadasa, says that Ramadan celebrates the quality of sharing which upholds the lifestyle of the others, and it is a symbol to develop harmony amongst the ethnic groups. Issuing a release in line with the Ramadan festival, Azad Salih, who is contesting for the Eastern Provincial Council from the SLMC ticket, says that no challenge can distance the Muslim community from their religious activities.
The post-mortem examination on the 3 bodies which were discovered from a house in the Ramakrishnan Mawat in Valavatta yesterday is yet to be carried out. The police discovered the bodies of the father, mother and the daughter of the same family yesterday and are yet to find their son.
The 3 bodies were discovered from the ground floor of the house following investigations launched by the police on a tip-off received. The deceased father, mother and the daughter had arrived from the Declare estate in Kotagala Hatton on the 16th of this month. The area residents stated that the family had left the house together with their son and had stated that they are going to the Munneshwaram Kovil. The deceased father had been a driver at the Declare estate and had retired a few days ago. The police stated that the allowances that he was to receive when retiring was also in his possession. The deceased 58-year-old woman had also worked as a labourer at the estate. The area resident stated that the 23-year-old daughter was training as a clerk at the estate. The Dimbula police examined the victim's house in Hatton today and they witnessed the manner in which the belongings of the family had been tossed around. The manner in which the murders were carried out still remain a mystery and no information has been received regarding their son.
Before they left, they told me that they were going to the Kovil. The son came and took them away in a car. They asked me to look after the house as they will be gone for about 3 days.
The boy returned alone at around 3:34. He went inside the house and spent about an hour in there before leaving. He came in a white van with tinted glasses. The bodies of the 3 deceased are lying at the Colombo National Hospital morgue and the post-mortem examination is scheduled to be carried out tomorrow.
Meanwhile, a woman has been shot dead in the Malagame area in Vadua. According to the police, 2 individuals who had arrived on a motorcycle had carried out the shooting and fled the area. The shooting took place at around 11 a.m. this morning. The victim died upon admission to the Panadura hospital. The deceased has been identified as a mother of 2 and an individual who is employed at a shop in the Malagam area. According to our correspondent, the victim's husband had also been shot dead in the same area in 2006. Well, coming up on the news tonight, News First Mahina Bongsu speaks to a renowned corporate guru, Swami Sukabodhananda.
How do you think the private sector could also contribute to the success of a country?
When the moment government sector is there, you know what happens? There is a sense of security. So therefore, the addiction to security which you get in a government sector, which makes people docile, therefore they don't think out of the box, that slowly should go.
Also in local news, a puja was organized last evening in line with the 200th Asalaperhara of the Kadwala Rankadu Pathini Devala. This was held with the participation of Leader of Opposition and the UNP, Ranil Wickramasinghe, and former Army Commander Sarath Fonseca.
A function was organized to create awareness amongst the public and to pay gratitude to the Kapu Mahatya after the puja. During the last general election, people cast their preferential vote for me while I was in prison. Around 100,000 people in the Colombo district cast their vote for me. Out of this, most number of votes that was received are from people of Kadwala. Jayanta Katagoda, who is representing the Kadwala electorate on behalf of me, is an area resident. Therefore, I believe that I have rendered a service to the people of Kadwala. At least I have provided a parliamentarian for the people of Kadwala. The power supply got disrupted following the speech made by the former army commander.
Parliamentary Paksha Nayaka, Yogema Exakati Paksha Nayaka.
The opposition leader subsequently addressed the gathering. There is a power crisis at present. I would like to conclude my speech by saying that the mayor will provide a generator in appreciation of the service rendered by the Vijayatunga Kapu Mahathya and his clan for over a period of 200 years organizing these Asala festivities. Opposition leader Ranil Wickremesinghe visited the elephant that was donated to the Devalaya when he served as the Prime Minister. The opposition leader and former army commander Sarath Fonseca left the premises.
Political analysts point out that on a number of occasions, the UNP leader has taken steps to secure his position instead of helping the party and the party faithful achieve victory. They point out that while the leader attempts to secure his post, a group of his close associates who make up the party's working committee take the policy decisions to ensure that he remains in his position.
Minister of Sports Mahindananda Alutkamage expressed these views regarding the actions of UNP leader Ranil Wickremesinghe yesterday. There is no UNP at present. It is dead. It has been split into 4 parts. Ranil is on one side while Sajid and Sarath Fonseca are on separate sides. Ranil is in the president's hands. Even if the president says stand on one foot or do not bid, he will do it. The president has Ranil's remote control.
वर्तमान एक्सट जातिक पक्ष नायकत्वයත් එතුමන්ගේ වටේ ඉන්න කුත්‍යාධිකාරී
The current UNP leader and the working committee appointed by him, which consists of his henchmen, do not act according to the needs of the party nor the party members. That is why the party continues to fall deeper and deeper into a precipice day by day. The people who are calling for a change have gotten together. Every time the party members call for change, Wickremesinghe and his henchmen clung on to the government. Wickremesinghe and his henchmen are carrying out the needs of the government.
මෙහෙම ගිහිල්ලා විශේෂයෙන්ම එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයටත් මේ දුක් විඳින එක්සත් ජාතික පාක්ෂිකයන්ට දෙයියන්ගේම පිහිටයි.
You can express your views on these working committee members who have been highlighted by former ministers and party activists. Visit our website www.newsfirst.lk.
Deputy leader of the United National Party, parliamentarian Sajid Premdas, organised a public meeting today.
The public meeting was organised at the Dadigama Ragalkanda area in Kegol to ensure the victory of UNP candidates contesting from the Kegol district.
ආණ්ඩුව 24 පෑම 365 දවසෙම කරන්නේ බාල වැඩ. අලුත්ම බාල ආශ්චර්ය තමයි මිත්‍රවරුනි. පහුගිය කාලය පුරාවටම
Every day the government engage in low quality work. The government has now imported low quality fertilizer. As a result of this low quality fertilizer which contains arsenic, farmers in the north central province are suffering from kidney diseases. A government which carry out low quality work to this magnitude has not been there earlier.
බාල ආශ්චර්යමත් ආණ්ඩුවක් මේ රටේ ඉතිහාසයේ කවදාවත් නිර්මාණය වෙලා නැහැ.
The Politburo member of the Janata Vimukti Peramuna, Andru Kumar Dissanayaka, says that a leadership is necessary for the protests launched in the island. At a public meeting in Hinguragari yesterday, he further noted that it is only the JVP which can provide them with the leadership.
This social system should be changed. Who does not fight for this purpose? For the first time in the country, the university lecturers have launched a strike. The lawyers have come to the street to fight for rule of law and justice. The farmers everywhere are launching protests. The parents of the school children have taken to the streets asking for a fair result for their children. The employees of the CEB launched a 72-hour strike 2 days ago requesting for a suitable salary. The fishermen in Chilo took to the streets. Who does not protest now? There should be a leadership for these protests. The Janata Vimukti Peramuna is the only political movement which can provide a leadership for these protests.